Here at Pet Universe, our motto is healthcare from your pet's point of view. We try and put ourselves in your pet's paws and ask, how would we like to be treated? Our latest innovation is our how-to video series to help you get the absolute best result from your pet's treatment plan. So here's Dr. Chris Lee, Principal Veterinarian at Pet Universe, to tell you more.
Okay, welcome to Pet Universe how-to series. This series is about toothbrushing, which is one of the major problems that pet owners deal with. 80% of dogs and cats by the time they're 3 have significant dental disease that require a dental prophy, which is a scale and polish. Unfortunately with dogs and cats we do need to anesthetize them because there's a lot of fluid in the mouth when we do an ultrasonic scale, and what we can do to try to reduce the frequency of dental prophy is doing home care, which is toothbrushing. Toothbrushing is still the gold standard, but unfortunately when we talk about toothbrushing there is a lot of misunderstanding about it, because we tend to think about brushing our pet's teeth the way we brush our own. That's actually the end game. If you try to brush your dog's teeth or cat's teeth without any original training, then you're going to find that they will find it uncomfortable, if not painful. They'll fight, and it becomes an impossible task to do. So to start the training process, what we need to do is introduce mouth manipulation and mouth touching, really, in a gentle way so that they accept it. Once they've accepted it, we can then move on to the next step. And once they've accepted each step, then we can slowly move on to the next one. At Pet Universe, the aim of the game is to introduce everything we do to our pets in a pain-free and gentle manner, because we're trying to do it from their point of view. So instead of using a toothbrush when I talk about toothbrushing, I tend to tell our clients to use tooth rubbing, and that involves cotton wool, maybe a little bit dampened with a little bit of water, and some dog toothpaste. The aim of the game with dog toothpaste is that it's tasty, it's chicken flavored or beef flavored or biscuit flavored, whereas human toothpaste tends to be mint flavored and far too high in fluoride, which is very poisonous to a dog when they swallow it. So it's really important to use dog toothpaste, which is a tasty treat for your dog. So using a bit of dog toothpaste, what we tend to do is put a little bit onto a piece of cotton wool that's moistened. And remember, once again, introduce yourself to your dog or cat very, very gently and slowly. Let them know you're around their head, and then slowly, in slow motion, rub the teeth. And the start of the whole process is 1 or 2 teeth. That's plenty. So with Scout here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate the technique. First of all, touching the lip. If there's no reaction, we lift the lip. If there's no reaction, then we touch the toothpaste on cotton wool and a slow rub. And if there's no reaction, lots of praise. Well done, Scout. What a good dog. What a brilliant dog. And lots of treats as well. Scout's very good because I've been brushing his teeth for a long time, so he accepts it nicely. Once you find that they've accepted one or two teeth, you can actually do a few more. And if he keeps accepting it, then keep doing some more. But the biggest mistake that people tend to do is they tend to try to do too much too quickly. So usually I start off extremely gently, even feather-like touch on brushing, and once he's a bit used to it and it allows me to do it, I can become a lot more vigorous with my brushing and get that abrasion going. Once he's used to that and he allows me to brush his teeth thoroughly all the way back to these big molars around the back here, good boy, Scout. And when he lets you do that, obviously lots of treats. Now what will happen when you do this for the first time is you'll find that brushing 1 or 2 teeth may be a bit of a challenge. Your dog will get frightened and start moving their head away. If they do that, what you've done is you've already pushed them too far. Try to do less the next time, but when they move their head away, do not let them go. It's really important, because if you do let them go, they'll remember that every time I fight, you're going to let me off. So before you even approach them the next time, they'll be fighting. So if they're fighting and moving their head away, calm them down. Stop what you're doing. Do not let them go, but settle them down in a gentle way. Once they're settled again, then perhaps just lift up the lip, touch the teeth, as long as they haven't moved away or tried to struggle. Lots of praise, slow, gentle, quiet praise, lots of treats, and then end your session. Come back again, maybe in about 10-20 minutes, an hour later, and try to brush another section of the mouth. And keep working your way around in the whole week, over the whole week, to do the entire dental arcade with cotton wool and toothpaste. You'll find that if you do it regularly, your dog will accept the cotton wool and toothpaste trick really well. And you'll be surprised, even by just rubbing the teeth, how much yellow plaque comes off even on cotton wool. But once he accepts it really well, the next step is to actually use a finger toothbrush. And a finger toothbrush basically has soft plastic bristles. Because my finger tends to be a bit big for this, I've often got a scissors and cut that so I can actually put my finger all the way through into there. And you can actually feel the bristles through your finger. So as you're brushing the teeth, you can actually do it blind sometimes. So sliding it under the lips and rubbing it, you can feel the teeth underneath and gently massage your way through the entire dental arcade, giving them lots of treats. So once again, when you move on to a different format that may be a bit harsher, I would tend to do 1 to 2 teeth at a time. If he accepts that, lots of treats. Next time maybe 3 or 4 teeth, and keep going until you can do the whole mouth. Once you can do the whole mouth without any fighting and struggling, and he's accepted it, lots of praise, lots of treats, it becomes a bit of a bonding time. Then you move on to the next step, which is bristle brush. The bristle brushes that we tend to recommend are the ones that have the 3 nozzles on it. So with this bristle brush, all you have to do is rub up and down the teeth, and you're getting all 3 surfaces cleaned. So it's pretty easy, but once again, when you first introduce this, slowly, 2 or 3 teeth at a time, before those big wide strokes to do the whole mouth. And once they accept it, then continue on with bigger strokes and making your brushing a lot easier. The last thing I want to tell you about toothbrushing is that I generally recommend that we brush only the outsides of the teeth. Usually plaque starts on the outside and works its way around to the inside. So if you can keep the teeth clean on the outside, generally it slows the whole disease in the mouth. So don't get bitten, don't put your finger inside the mouth on the inside of the teeth, because they can bite. And sometimes it's a reflex because you've hurt them, they've got a sore tooth, and it's really not their fault. So whatever we do with our pets, please remember, very gentle, slow motion. Once they accept it, we progress, and keep progressing as long as they allow us to do it. And at the end of every little brushing session, which should only be 10 or 20 seconds long, lots of praise, lots of love for them not fighting and allowing us to clean their teeth for them. Thank you very much.
We hope you found this video useful, but please feel free to call us on 8266 4666 if you require any further information.